All right, in this video, we're going to talk about total cost and average cost word problems. So problem number 1 here, It's Your Party will cater a banquet for $32 per person. So that's going to be an important piece of information here, with a $100 fixed charge. So when it says fixed charge, that means that no matter how many people are at your banquet, you are going to have to pay that $100 and then however much you have to pay per person extra. So the fixed charge is how much you're always going to pay, and then plus the $32 per person. So if we look at part A, it says determine the total cost of the banquet if 35 people attend. So let's do total cost. And we've got, let's see, 35 people. Well, it was $32 per person. So we're going to take our $32 times the 35 people who attended, but we have to remember there's that fixed charge of $100. So I'm going to go ahead and grab my calculator here. Let me throw Desmos up. It's a great calculator. So let's see, $32 per person times 35 people is $1,120, but I also need to add in that $100 fixed charge. So that's going to give me a total cost of $1,220. Okay, so that's the first part of this question. The second part asks, let me slide Desmos over, what is the average cost per person? So average cost per person. So I'm going to take that total cost I just found, that $1,220, and divide it by the number of people who attended. Well, there's 35 people. So take 1,220 divided by 35 people. Now, this answer it's a nifty little decimal, but we're talking about average cost, and cost is about money. So we want to make sure this is in dollars and cents. So $34.86 if I round it. All right. So this is going to equal $34.86 per person. All right. So there's my average cost per person for 35 people to attend. Now, I'm going to try to get Desmos off my screen, which I'm great about. Okay, there it went. Hey, I actually worked this time. Part B, write an equation to represent the cost in dollars if X people attend the banquet. So I don't know how many people are going to show up, but I can represent that unknown with X. So total cost here, so let's go C of X. All right, this is going to be the cost for X people is going to be the cost per person. So $32 times X people plus the $100 fixed cost, or the $100 fixed charge. So there's my equation. Now it says for part C, write an equation to represent the average cost per person if X people attend the banquet. Well, I already know the total cost from part B here. This is the how much is going to cost for X people to attend. Well, if I take this cost here and divide it by X, I would get the average. So A of X, and I'm going to use A for average. So the average cost for X people to attend would be 32X plus 100 divided by X. So take your total cost for the banquet for X people and then divide by X people. That'll get you average cost per person. All right, part D. After the banquet was over, it was determined that the average price per person was $30. So when we're talking about average price, that's using the equation from part C. And we know that that average price was exactly $33. So I'm going to make an equation here that's 33 is equal to, and then this expression right here. So 32x plus 100 over x. All right. Now, we've been working with rational equations for a little while now. This is a rational equation. First thing we want to do is recognize your domain restrictions. What can we not have x equal to? So the domain restriction here would be x cannot equal 0, right? We can't divide by 0 here. Plus, it wouldn't really make any sense to talk about a banquet that had 0 people. So let's just keep that in the back of our heads too. Once we've got our domain restriction, we know that x can't equal 0. I'm going to use my LCD, which in this case is x, and I'm going to multiply both sides of my equation times x. So on the left side here, this is going to turn into 33x. On the right side, this x that I'm multiplying will cancel out this x that I'm dividing, right? Those completely divide out. So I'm left with 32x plus 100. No more fractions. It's kind of nice. I'm going to go ahead and divide, I'm going to solve this problem by subtracting 32x from both sides. So 32x. So let's see, 33x minus 32x is just x equals, let's see, there's just 100 left here. So I've solved for x. How many people attended? 100 people. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and close this video. I will pop up